What's up, everybody? I'm Jeremy, and you're watching Morphs. This week's video, we're starting a new series on the channel. We're going to be starting a series all about carpet pythons. You guys know how much I love carpet pythons, and we're going to start a whole series on these guys because it seems to be that there's a lot of people that are interested in them, and there's not a whole lot of information on them. The carpet videos are actually probably one of the most viewed videos on the channel, surprisingly, even though we're mainly focused on ball pythons. So we're going to start giving these guys a little bit more light. So before we get into this week's video, though, I want you guys to do me two favors. I want you guys to do me two favors. Just two, please. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, drop me a comment down below. Are you excited for this series? And what are your thoughts on this series? What are some topics you want to see me cover about these beautiful snakes? The second thing is, I want you guys to check the sponsors of this week's episode. Gettysburg Reptile Expo, LLC is located at the All-Star Event Complex in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. It's a 45,000 square foot venue with 125 plus vendors and top quality breeders, along with 270 plus tables. If you're looking for a python, boa, colubrid, gecko, lizard, or amphibian, you've come to the right place. Doesn't matter if you're a breeder looking for that missing piece to your project or a pet owner looking for your next scaly friend, Gettysburg Reptile Expo, LLC has you covered. Need an incubator or rack system? They have you covered with sea serpents set up there to meet all your needs. The next show dates are March 18th, July 15th, and November 11th of 2023. Show times are from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Make sure to check them out on their website, Instagram, and Facebook. Mark your calendars because this is one show you don't want to miss. So I'll see you at Gettysburg Reptile Expo, LLC. I'd also like to thank Nathan at Infinite Possible Pythons for sponsoring this week's episode. If you need a ball python, corn snake, gecko, or if you have any branding needs, he has you covered. Check out his links in the description down below. If you want to use the best reptile record keeping and tracking software on the market today, scan the QR code or click our partnership link in the description down below for a free 30-day trial of Husbandry Pro. I promise you, you will not regret it. All right, everybody, thank you so much for sponsoring this week's episode. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you guys, if you haven't checked out Husbandry Pro, definitely go check them out. Click our affiliate link or, or go and scan that QR code that popped up on the screen there a little bit earlier. As Xander starts really squeezing with his tail here. Holy crap, boy. Everything you guys need to know about carpets, we're going to cover in this series. But this week's video, we're going to go over the size and what to expect with the size of these guys. So as babies, they're going to start off at about a foot long. No matter what the subspecies is, they're around about a foot long. Not super huge babies, really thin. Everybody kind of calls them noodles, and that kind of they basically are like little noodles when they're babies. And then just to give you guys some size reference here, here's our other male that we have that's about 2 years of age, 2.5. He's definitely a lot smaller, as you can tell. Probably about a good 2.5, maybe getting close to 3 foot. Absolutely, I mean, he's definitely got a lot of, doesn't have near the girth that Xander there had. You know, a little bit of a look at what you're looking at for when, your carpet might be about 2.5. Like I said, this is a male as well though, so, females might be a little bit bigger. This is what you're looking at roughly for a 2.5-year-old male. Now, this guy here, Xander, this used to be Xena until we found out that she was a he, is about 4 years old and about 6 foot long. Maybe 5.5, but he's probably closer to the 6 foot point if he actually stretches out the whole way. He's hard to get to do that because he wants to just climb and crawl all over you. So depending on what subspecies you go with, there's several different subspecies. Just to kind of give you a roundabout estimation, they're all going to be about between 5 to 8 foot is a general estimation. Like I said, depending on which subspecies, some might be smaller, like your Irian Jayas and your Darwins. They're going to be on the smaller end. They're more 5-6 foot range. Your carpets like Xander here are more along the lines of 5 to 8 foot in that roundabout. Where are you at, buddy? There you are. They're in that 5 to 8 foot range. Very manageable sized snakes though. They don't get super girthy, super long. Just perfect snakes in my opinion. Now your coastals are going to be your biggest of all the carpets. They're known to get up to that 10 foot mark. Some might be a little bit over. Like I said, this is all just a general estimation, an average of sizes. You know, you're always going to have some that get a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. You know, it's just that average of how big they are going to get roughly. So keep that in mind, depending on what subspecies you're going with, to, you know, that way you know what you're expecting. If you don't want a snake that's going to get 10 foot, don't get a, you know, that if you don't want a snake that could get 10 foot, don't get a coastal carpet. Get something more of like a jungle here or a poplin, something like that. You know, just do your homework on those as to the exact subspecies that you want to get, as to what size you're looking at. Because like your bredli, even, you're talking like 6-7 foot. Earrange eyes, like I said, your poplins, they're like 5-6 foot, maybe 7. Darwins, you're more like 5-6 foot. And then, like I said, your carpets, you're looking at 5 to 8 foot. They've got a little bit more variability in length, I think, as far as with the jungles, which is one thing that's really neat about them. I mean, you can even look at the thickness of them. Like, I can wrap my hand around him, and that's basically, I mean, it's, you know, when I wrap my hand around him, that's, you know, I can just barely touch my fingers. That's about how thick he is. So, like I said, not overly huge snakes, not overly, you know, they're not too long. I mean, try to get myself, now he's still, you know, kind of balled up around his tail's back behind my shoulder yet, but he's got some length to him. Beautiful, beautiful snake though. These guys are so worth it, folks. Let me tell you, worth there's some of the most awesome snakes out there. I really think everybody should have one, but that's what you're looking for size-wise with these guys. As the series goes on, you know, I'll cover, you know, the enclosure sizes, all that good stuff that you need to know. But I just wanted to cover the sizes of these guys because not a lot of, these guys got a bad rap, and I think part of it is just a lot of misinformation. A lot of people just aren't informed about these guys. I mean, they're not huge snakes. I know they get a bad rap because of their quote-unquote temperament. I'll debunk that as well here in another video. But they're awesome snakes. Perfect size, folks. I mean, perfect size for one person to handle. And I think you should definitely think about getting a carpet python. So I hope this video helped. Do me a favor though, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell, hit the like button, drop me a comment down below. Was this video helpful? I know it's kind of short, but what more can you really say about the size of a snake, really? I kind of hit all the bases there. So let me know what you guys think about starting up this series. And make sure you guys check out the sponsors of this week's episode as well. Definitely check out Husbandry Pro if you haven't already. And click that affiliate link if you would like to get a 30-day trial with Husbandry Pro. I guarantee you will not regret it. I love Husbandry Pro. Anyway, that's going to be it for this week's video, and I will catch you next time. Later.